Hi, I'm Ashley from Lightstep. Today, I'm going to show you Lightstep's service health for deployments and how it will help you understand your services, their deployments, and related performance problems. By solving these use cases, service health for deployments supports you releasing with confidence and drives overall development velocity. Imagine we're engineers for a back-end service called inventory, and we want to understand if our latest deployment is going smoothly. We can find the inventory service in the list and view the key operations or endpoints my service exposes to the outside world. I notice that there's high latency right now for my update inventory operation. If I hover over the pin on the chart, I can see that Lightstep has automatically detected a deployment based on the performance telemetry the application is reporting. To investigate, I can click anywhere on the chart that interests me and treat it as a potential regression. If there has been a regression, comparing what is happening now to a time period earlier when performance was normal will allow me to understand what is different and whether this is related to my deployment. Lightstep analyzes and compares thousands of traces so you don't have to compare raw data manually. With this histogram distribution, I can compare the latency for both the baseline and regression, which highlights this cluster of slow requests that are particular to the regression. With the compare tags analysis, I can understand the context of my bad performance. In this instance, before my deployment, none of my requests had a large batch. The requests processing a large batch since the deployment are over a second slower than those that didn't. Rather than showing you many possibilities, behind the scenes, Lightstep has automatically discarded all the incorrect hypotheses you might have pursued, such as the issue being related to a specific host or user account. I may also want to check where the latency is being generated, pinpointing the key bottleneck this deployment has introduced. With this dynamic operation diagram, we can see the dependencies of update inventory and understand clearly that write cache is slowing down our requests disproportionately compared to any other operation. Compare operations confirms this, highlighting that write cache's latency is much higher in the regression dataset. At this point, we have solid evidence that since the deployment, we've been generating large batches for the write cache, which is really slowing things down. Before we execute our playbook to roll back the deployment, we can use a free-form analysis function, like group by, to double-check that this wasn't caused by a test customer dataset. It turns out this problem is affecting a bunch of customers, and some pretty important ones at that. Time to roll back, confident we're doing the right thing and have the data to back up our decision. This demonstration has shown you how you can quickly understand from a high level to a low level, not just whether a deployment is impacting your service performance, but how and why with actionable context using Lightstep's service health for deployments.